Well, I guess this is what I'm doing. Okay, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Okay, so if this is what I think it is, it's something I bought way back in September of 2017, that being a Kickstarter for a certain board game. I really hope that's what it is, otherwise I'm just kind of rambling about something that hasn't shown up yet. But I'm very positive that's what this was. After all, I did get an email recently saying that it was sent out, and given how much stuff I should have gotten, this size of a box makes sense. So let's go ahead and open it up. Yep, that is exactly what it is. It's been almost a year and a half since I first pledged towards this project, and geez, there are a lot of boxes in here. So I think the most important one is this box. Yes, what I pledged for was the Resident Evil 2 board game, which is now available in stores. But I got it with a lot of additional content, some of which I don't believe are going to be available for resale, retail that is. So yeah, overall what I ended up getting was Resident Evil 2 board game. This is the base. I actually saw it in the game shop I normally go to last Wednesday, whenever I was there last time. I saw this on the shelf, but I didn't see, well, anything else there, which is everything else that I got. So just, I don't know if they're really in here in any particular order. See something wrong or missing, let us know. I will have to double check my order to make sure. Got extra dice pack, just to have a few extra in case either they're lost or, you know, just for when you have more people, it's just nice to have extra dice to share around the table. Got the Malformations of G, B file expanded. And what this one will include are additional forms of the Birkin Tyrant. On the back it shows the Stage 1 and Stage 5 form, which I believe the main set comes with Stage 3. Yeah, the main box comes with Stage 3, so this is just the more of the forms that he has in the game, which this whole board game is, like the title says, it's based off the Resident Evil 2 game. So we all kinds, and yeah, I will go ahead and be opening them up and showing a little closer look at each one of these. There's also the Malformations of G expansion, which has the second and fourth stage. So with all of these, I have all 5 of his forms. It's a little odd how they divvied up. I guess I know why they divvied it up this way. With stage 1 being the smallest, next to stage 5 being the biggest. 2 and 4, and then 3 is the iconic one, where he has the 4 arms and 2 of them are so big they semi-act like wings in a way. Where he can like get better jumps and crawl around and whatnot in the game. It's yeah. There's also the 4th Survivor expansion, which includes Hunk and Tofu. That classic character that everyone knows about. Well, I guess if anyone saw the trailer that appeared at the end of the RE2 demo, they would definitely know about Tofu now. Still haven't played that game, I just haven't made time to play it yet. I really should. This one is Monster Box 2, and given the fact that it has no other features, I think this might be one of the Kickstarter exclusive ones. Monster Box 1, the 3D Doors upgrade set. I don't remember if the main one comes with those or not, but they're just little things to help heighten the experience, or I don't think the main one comes with those. So they're additional just pieces to have on the board. Monster Box 3, 3D terrain upgrade set, which if I remember correctly, I think it has a typewriter in it. I have the survival horror expansion, which that's a picture of the Brad zombie. This one has 7 additional player characters and 6 additional monsters, including, well, the Brad Vickers zombie. The giant alligator. B-Files expansion box with that's the T002, was it? It's been a while since I've memorize the tyrant numbers. It's the guy in the cloak that walks around, and you see him mostly in Claire's campaign. The T-103 tyrant. Labeled as T-00 when he's not mutated. And we have the Murder from Above additional box. Huh. Alright. The Retro Pack expansion. I believe... Well, I'll know for certain when I open it. I think just from what I see on the back, some of the pieces are more fitted towards the style of the game. The video game, that is. And it looks like the last thing in here is the Survivor Pledge Kickstarter exclusive alternate sculpts. So yeah, now time to start opening these all up and showing you a better look at all the game pieces. It's gonna be a long video. I'll try and speed it up as much as I can. Alright, let's show these off. Okay, so yeah, of all the boxes, this one definitely felt the heaviest, after all. I would expect so, since you know you kind of need this box to play the game, everything else is just extra. That's a nice little thing. It's just like the beginning of the game. This game contains a series of explicit violence and gore. Nice little, I don't know, would you call it homage? It's a direct reference to how the game loads up. I guess reference is the word I was looking for. Okay, I got rule book. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty neat picture right there. Got our scenario book, which I'm sure once I actually have a chance to read through it, I'll understand what this all means. So much like how a betrayal game, House on the Hill, I don't remember what it's called exactly. The thing I'm trying to get at is how the game works is I believe you follow the scenario packs and lay down the pieces of the police station as they are described in the scenario is how I imagine it works. But yeah, you got all different the 4 tiles and double-sided as well. Okay. Oops, I popped one out. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep this video to mainly focusing on just showing off the miniatures. Here's how they're all packaged in there. So yeah, here's the stage 3 of William Birkin's mutation. My favorite of his forms. This is a G mutant. It's the creature you fight, I believe, when you're first going underground underneath the police station. Or at least that's one of the scenarios in which you fight it. The main box comes with 2 liquor models, each in a different pose. I'll say the plastic on their tongue is quite durable. Much better than some minis I've bought, where stabs and spears are a bit flimsy. Definitely feel like the tongues won't be like shifting position too much. Here's 2 of the player models, one for Claire Redfield and one for Ada Wong. The best spy ever. Looks like she's holding a key. And here are other 2 starting player characters, our rookie Leon Kennedy, and surprisingly Robert Kendo, the guy with a shotgun who dies at the beginning of Leon's campaign. Looks like his shotgun got a bit warped upwards though. Base game comes with 12 different zombie models in 3 different poses. One being a cop, one as a female zombie, and the last as a male one reaching outwards. And it has 4 Cerberus models, each in a different pose. And it also comes with a set of dice, which, yeah, I do have some. Did buy the extra just to have backup or more, really. Also has these pegs, which I assume are gonna have something to do with some of the pieces, other pieces, the 4 pieces. Then we have little item cards representing different things that can be found within the video game itself. The back of these, a bit odd though, I don't remember seeing anything in RE2 that resembles a lockbox, but they have like different letters on them. Some have A, some have B, some have S, which might be related to the type of item it is, for all I know. Yeah, I think that might be what it is. I think S is related to healing items, A is related to guns and ammunition, and B seems to just be other key items such as the Mo disc that you can find. As for things like keys, it like locked and unlocked, a flip card. And then the last 2 we've got our cards, which include our player characters. They're nice. They each have their own, well, their image on the back of their cards as well. And then we have cards which seem to be monster stats and event type cards. With the event ones having the door on the back. The iconic slow opening door from the games. Yeah, really like this. All the miniatures look great, and yeah, I am glad I bought this. Yeah, on to some of the expansions, which shouldn't take as long to get through. I don't imagine they'll have as many pieces to go through. This one being the survival horror expansion. Yeah, this one is the one that comes with additional player characters and some other monsters to add to the game, with cards to go with. Alright, we got Marvin. I don't remember his last name, but he's the cop holding the flashlight. And Brian Irons, the guy with the handgun, facing outward. We have Ben, the reporter you find in a cell. And surprisingly, we have Brad Vickers holding the knife there. Wonder how that'll turn out if you encounter his zombie. Then we have the Birkins family, with Annette holding the gun, William in his human form, and their daughter Sherry right there in the center. Again, be interesting seeing how William's, one of the main enemies of the game, but you can play as him. And we have the police officer Marvin zombie and the Brad Vickers zombie. So yeah, more characters that'll die, but you can play as them. We have two giant spiders in slightly different poses. One's a bit more reared up. And the last creature in this box are the ivy plants in two different poses. Things that you fight in the laboratories near the end of the game. And those are all the figures from the survival horror expansion with good old zombie Brad on the cover. Okay, the next one I'm going to open is the B-Files expansion. Looks like this one comes with additional board pieces. Here's the minis in their box. This one comes with 8 more zombie pieces in these 2 different poses, 4 of each. It also has the T-00 Tyrant in his standard form, as well as his mutated T-103, his 2 giant claws. And the last creatures in this set are 2 evolved lickers. You can see they have their extended claws on them. Very cool. I just like how these ones look. I like how all these minis look. They're really cool. I really do like them. That's all for this box. Alright, next one is the 4th Survivor expansion, which I think only has 2 minis, but quite a big box. It probably has some additional game board pieces. Yes. Another set of 4 pieces. Here's how it's packaged. Yeah, I didn't really point this out in the first one when I pulled out the pieces, but each character has their own, well, they don't all have the profile picture. This one's unique since it only had the 2 characters, but they all have the icon, the health meter. But yeah, just so many things that I've seen in the art for this game. It's just really spot on. I really love it. And here we have Hunk and Tofu. Although I could have sworn Tofu also wore a beret hat, but could be misremembering that. By the way, I'm not sure how the audio is going to sound for this video. Everything's kind of all over the place to make room for everything, so I hope it hasn't been atrocious. Alright, now for the malformations of G. So, 2 more William Birkin forms. This also comes with the game piece for where you fight him at. Here's how these are packaged. Here's stage 2 with the giant eyeball on his shoulder. And this one's stage 4. I remember hating this particular fight with him. It's just in an enclosed space with him, so. And he just jumps around all over the place. Alright, malformations of GB file expansion. Add more words to it. Okay, this one does not come with an additional game piece. A 4 piece, I should say. Look at that monstrosity. Yeah, that's probably why they were organized this way, to have the smaller one fit in easier with the big one. This is stage 1 with his lead pipe. Moments after injecting himself with the virus. And then this monstrosity is his final form. Jeez, there's just so much to this one. Just become a giant slug creature in the end. Don't do drugs, kids. You'll have powers for a day at best before you become this abomination. Okay, next is the Retro Pack expansion. But just based on the back of the box, I don't think there's any minis that come with it. I think it's just a more video to the video game of the art style for some of the pieces. That sentence was scrambled, but I'm sure you got what I was saying. Yeah, the booklet's the images are more laid out like the video game itself. It's charming. Comes with some extra pieces. I haven't really had a chance to look through all these yet to see if like any of them are duplicates. I'm sure there are some. It might work out with how the game is actually played. I don't know. I'd love to play it sometime. It's a new symbol for the back. But yeah, I'm probably not going to open these right now. But yeah, just nice to have. I love the series. Been waiting for this stuff for over a year. The thing about this box and the fourth Survivor box is they're not as sturdy. They're made of more of a thinner cardboard, and this one already got a bit bent. That's unfortunate, but you know, it's not entirely important that the boxes stay intact, as long as the pieces are intact, as you know, that's what you're playing with. What to open next? How about just start with Monster Box 1. Alright, Monster Box 1 comes with some more zombies in different poses. There are a total of 16 different zombies in this one. We have 4 of each of these poses of kind of just shambling ones. There's a total of 4 crawling ones, 2 of each of these. This one's got his guts hanging out. There's 2 more cop zombies, as well as 2 flaming cop zombies. Yeah, more of your typical undead in their lovely poses. Monster Box 2. Okay, looks like this one comes with some Cerberus and more liquors. I think it's the same models. Oh wait, no. No, those might be the same models. Yeah, they're the same models. It's just I get 4 more Cerberus and 2 more liquors, as well as 2 more evolved liquors in there. So you know, more liquors. So, yeah, I don't need to show these again. Just nice to have extras. So Monster Box number 3. Ah, okay. Kind of should have figured. It's 2 more Ivies and 2 more giant spiders. Alright, how about the 3D terrain set next? These ones should definitely not have been seen before yet. Oh, these ones are not red. They're prone zombies. They're all gray. Suppose these ones would be classified more as corpses rather than zombies. We got a cop model and just some guy. Just some nice decorative pieces to add. And this one also comes with the item chest. Looks like there were 2 of those with 5 ink ribbons and 3 typewriters. I love this series. Alright, so that was the terrain set. Alright, the doors. Is it just doors, or is there something else in here as well? I don't remember. It's all doors. I mean, I just couldn't remember if there was maybe something else in it, but no, it's all doors. They even open up. We got like at least 3 different types here. I had to dig through them all because there were 5 different frames. X. Standard. Wood. I don't know, some steel door. This one says shaft type M on it. They're actually movable doors. Alright, we got 3 more boxes. Murder from Above. This should have the moths and birds in it, the crows. The box was this big just for this piece of paper. I know I didn't really show much of it, but I just really like the art that has been displayed throughout all these booklets and papers. Fortunately, the cards for this one are in there so tightly they're slightly bent now. That's unfortunate. So this one has 4 of the crow models. They all look the same, and I particularly like the one that's just kind of sitting at the front of the body. And we have our giant moth. Yeah, think about Resident Evil. Either it's a monstrosity or it's a giant thing. Giant scorpion, giant alligator, giant moth. Yeah, just really the only downside to this box was that the cards got a little bent. So they're not terribly bent. They're just, with how it's packaged, it just kind of presses down on the center of the cards to hold it in there. And because the pack of cards in this is so thin, there's like, what, 5 cards there or something like that? They just got slightly bent for just being in there. But when I eventually pull this out to play the game, I'll probably just stick them in with the rest of the stuff. And like I said, they're not terribly bent, they're just slightly bent. The giant alligator. A giant box to accompany it. Okay. Again, I feel the box is this big because the contents within, yeah. We got some sewer pieces. Here we go. Our giant alligator. Or was it crocodile? I already forgot. It's alligator. Look at the teeth on this thing. I just love how detailed and how sturdy these miniatures are. Game pieces, miniatures, just love it. Oh, what are you doing here? Get out of here, cat. I'm doing something. Alright, and for the last one, the Survivor Pledge Kickstarter exclusive alternate sculpts. I do not remember what's supposed to be in this one. Okay. Oh, right! It's alternate poses for characters. As well as some zombies that I'm pretty sure, yeah. Okay, I remember what this is now. So, as part of the thing, the Monster Box 1, it's what, all these zombies, it's just extras of these, specifically. But then we have alternate poses for Leon, Ada. Leon's right here. Oh wait, right, Leon got 2 extra ones, because he's special. Okay, well, my camera's battery died, so I had to wait for that to charge. In the meantime, I came up with what I believe will be a better way to present minis in the future. So from that last box, we got alternate poses for the main figures of the base game. The first being 3 alternate poses for Leon Kennedy, with the main one on the left side there. I don't remember off memory what all of them represent, but I do know that the second one there is from when he gets shot later on and is bandaged up. The next we got 1 additional pose for Ada Wong, this time holding the crossbow. Got 2 additional poses for Claire. The one in the middle there is without her jacket after she gives it to Sherry. And the one on the end, she's holding some sort of revolver. And lastly, we had 1 additional pose for Robert. Doesn't look like his costume changes at all. He's just holding the shotgun now. Oh, my bad. He was already holding the shotgun. He's now holding a pistol. I thought I put all the original ones on the left. So this is everything I got. There are a total of 152 different miniatures here, which include the 4 starting characters, 7 alternate costumes for those characters, 9 additional different player characters. It also includes several iconic creatures from the game, such as the T-00 Tyrant and its T-103 alternate form, 4 standard lickers and 4 evolved lickers, 4 giant spiders and 4 ivy plants, the giant alligator, William Birkins in his 5 mutated forms, some crawling zombies, and 10 different standing zombie poses, 2 of which are Marvin and Brad Vickers after they are contaminated with the virus, along with some crows, a moth, and several set pieces, which include the item box, ink ribbons, typewriter, and of course the doors. So there we have it. That was everything I got in this unboxing video of unexpectedly large magnitude. Well, I guess it was expected. I'd been waiting for these to come for a while. It's just I didn't expect them to show up so closely to the release date of the remakes. But yes, got a lot of new minis. Very nicely detailed. I love them very much. My only real complaint is I noticed on some of the ones some of the extra ones, not necessarily the ones in the main box, they ended up with a bit of a warped bottom piece, the platform. So yeah, that was an unfortunate thing to find out. Most of the warping seemed to have happened in pieces outside the main set, but yeah, I guess they got overheated at some point in travel, I'm not sure. But yeah, still very nice. I'm very glad I finally got these. And actually, I've been thinking about perhaps I'll be painting these throughout the course of the next following year or so. However long it'll take me. Every now and then I'll probably just pull out some of the minis and have those be the painting focus. But yeah, that was this video. It's a long one, I'm sure. Now I've got to go edit it, but yeah. Now I just need to make time to actually play the game again. For who knows how many times. But it's the remake. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, thanks for watching.